Good morning and hello. My name is Bailee and welcome to Belle's Makes. This is where I am documenting everything that I have been making lately. This is my Eun sweater. She is almost done. I just have the back panel, 2x2 ribbing, and a little bit left on the second sleeve. I was hoping that I would finish her when it was still cold this spring. However, it is okay. I do live in a little bit of a milder climate, so I do think I should be able to get a little bit of wear if we have a chillier week here or if it's chilly at night. If not, then I should be able to wear her hopefully in September. It's currently July, so not super long. However, I am loving how she's working up. It is worked up in Cascade 220 Superwash in the color Iguana. I am a little bit worried about how this yarn pills because it is very, very soft. So if you have any experience with that, please let me know down in the comments if I should be expecting a lot of pilling or just like a normal amount maybe. But yeah, I love it. It's very chunky. It's gonna be super warm, which I'm very excited about. I would like to try to finish this in the next week or so, maybe in this video, maybe in the next one. I don't allow myself to have more than one large sweater on my needles at a time, only because I have very limited knitting time as it is, and if I have more than one, nothing will ever get finished. I know I definitely want to do something either colorwork or textured next. I just need something a little bit more engaging for my brain for this next project aside from this 2x2 ribbing. So I have compiled a few different patterns that I'm looking at. I am attending Flock in the next few weeks, a few hours from me in Seattle. So I'm hoping to get the yarn for my at least next two projects there, maybe a sweater and a t-shirt. So I'm gonna start really looking and seeing what I can find and nailing all of that down so that I can go prepared on what I'm looking for instead of just buying yarn blind, because that is another thing I try not to do, because then I don't ever know what to make with the yarn and then it sits in my stash forever. So we're gonna try to have a plan for that, and I hope to bring you along to Flock with me as well to see what we get. I'm going with a few friends, so that should be super fun. But I'm going to see if I can get this done. In the meantime, definitely won't be wearing her at Flock because it's going to be hot in Seattle. It's the first weekend of August, so it's definitely going to be a little bit too toasty. Maybe I'll wear this. Maybe I'll wear a different t-shirt that I have made. But yeah, let's see how far I get on my Eun sweater. I've made a mistake. I realized as I came out here to finish this cuff that I was knitting 1x1 instead of 2x2 ribbing. So I have to rip it back, but that's okay. At least I haven't cast off yet. It's been about a week since I started recording content for this video, and I just wanted to give a little bit of an update before I close out. I apologize if there is any noise. We are outside this morning. It's absolutely gorgeous. And sometimes there's noise, but my daughter is also playing with our dog right now. So if you hear that in the background, I'm sorry. My Eun Sweater is coming along quite nicely. We're not done like I hoped we would be. I did have to take a break yesterday. I started to get a little bit of hand pain. I typically have found that with larger needles in combination with the ribbing, sometimes that movement just really hurts my, like, in between my joints here. So I took a break last night. I'm taking a break a little bit today, and I have picked up a smaller needle project. And I have found that smaller needles don't really hurt my hands like the movement with larger needles do. So we picked up a baby bear bonnet. I believe this is by Knitting for Olive. And this is, I think, probably the fourth pattern I have made, or the fourth one of these I have made from them. And I just love this pattern for gifting baby knits. It is just fantastic. My daughter got probably the most wear out of anything I've knit her is one of these. Well, two of these. And I just think it's really great, versatile. She turned on the bubble machine. This pattern is the pattern that my daughter got the most wear out of over the past year. And so I just love gifting them. And they're also fairly quick to make. Like, I can, if I focus on this, I could make one of these in just a few days. A friend is having a baby in a few months, and of course, so I had to make another one, and especially in a neutral color, they match everything. And the only modification that I make to the pattern is that I make the I-cord ties just a bit longer so that you can tie a bow underneath baby's chin, and so it kind of just stays on, and they can't just quite yank it off their head. And I just love the pattern. I think in the next few weeks, or maybe in the next week, depending on how much knitting I can get done with the Eun Sweater, we hopefully will finish it, and then I will document blocking it for you. But with it hurting my hands and the ribbing, it may take at least a week, maybe a little bit longer, if I am working on different projects that don't hurt my hands. But thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. Thank you for bearing with me on this kind of vlog, kind of knitting podcast for my first video. I wasn't really sure the direction that this was gonna go and the direction that my channel might go. So we're still figuring it out. Thanks for bearing with me, and I hope to see you in the next one.